So if you have a band, we are going to use it for the warm-up and we're going to begin seated. So welcome everyone, good morning. If you do not have a band, I want you to put your hands at the side of the knees and I want you to add a little bit of resistance with this action. So come onto your toes, push your knees out and bring them back in, but fight it with your hands. So you just add that yourself, which is a really awesome exercise in itself, okay? So don't underestimate this. And let's count now. You kind of practiced a little bit. We'll just do 10, really focused. I'll say that's 5. Feel your hips engage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, push your bum to the edge of the chair, lean back, tighten up through your core, lift your chest. Pull your legs up and down. Let's think you're still pushing your knees open against that band, if you've got one. Okay, and we're also waking up the abs. We'll say that was practice. Let's count now for 10. And I want to see the toes lightly touch and come up. 3, 4, 5. Squeeze your abs. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, nice work. If you've got this band, you're pushing your knees out. If you don't, you're still pushing your knees out. We're gonna come up and down from the chair, drive into the heel, and push the hips forward at the top. So really exaggerate that perfect form. Heavy heels. We'll say that was practice. Let's count. 1 and 2. Pushing out the knees. 3, 4. Good. Finishing at the top. 5. 5 to go. 6, 7, 8, 9, and at 10, come on up. We'll step away from the chair. Let's put this band around the ankles if you've got it. And if you don't, you're just gonna do side leg lifts without a band. Okay, so I want you to stand on, let's say you're gonna stand on your right leg to start. I want your body to be up as tall as possible. You're not leaning to the side. And the leg lift, it's not huge, it's little. And the leg's really straight. Okay, 1, 2. If you don't have to tap the foot down, 3, if you can balance, 4, then try for that. 5, by staring at something. See if you can balance with those eyes. Okay, now at 10, bend the standing leg. We're staying on the same leg. We're gonna bend the lifted leg. We're gonna lean the body over a little bit, and we're gonna see if we can get this hip, this leg to lift up higher. And so can you get this leg a little higher as we tip over a little bit? And I counted these right from the start. This is 5. Good. You should come down slow. 6. Yeah, never drop it. Never drop it. Good. 8. Come down slow. 9. There's 10. Okay. Give me just a little bounce. Just a little bounce. Take some tension off your band. Shake it out before we go to the other side. Because this hip and this hip, they both feel kind of sore after that. We'll give it a shake out. And now set up on your other leg. Setting up, I'm sitting up on my left. Body's up tall, the leg is super straight, the lift is not too high. Do a couple practice here, catch your balance, lock your eyes, and now we'll be counting. Okay, 2, try not to tap that foot down. 3, do your best there with your balance. 4, 5, legs are straight. Breathe. 6, 7, 8. It is a hip warm-up today. 9, 10. Okay, now bend the standing leg, bend the lifting leg, lean the body. Can you get this leg to come up higher? Can you pause it? And can you bring it down slow? Good, and we're counting right from the get-go here because this burns. 5, good, yep, keep that body tipped over like you're gonna kick something. 8, 9, 10, and take that off if you've got it. So if you do not have a band, you're doing this, okay? Your palms are together, you're opening your arms. We're gonna warm up some shoulders. If you have a band, it's around the wrists, we're opening the arms, we're warming up the shoulders, okay? Let's do a few of these. You have a little bend in the elbow. As you open and close your arms, can you feel that the shoulder blades are squeezing together on your back? Don't pull back with the elbows so much, just open up the arms, open up the arms. Now everybody, whether you're banded or not, put your knuckles up to the ceiling. Those pinky fingers are pushing out to the sides. Try that. Yeah, try that. If you've got no band, maybe you've got a bigger range of motion, maybe these arms are opening right out to the sides. If you're banded, you're really feeling the back of the shoulders, lift your chin. Okay, stay banded. If you don't have a band, I want you to hook your thumbs like this. I want you to take a big inhale, lean from side to side, exhale, bring it down. Do that 3 times. If you're banded, pull apart, big inhale over your head, exhale side to side. Okay, and just get a nice stretch with this. We'll do that 3 times. Big breath in, side to side stretch. Exhale, 1 more time. Either you're hooked at the thumbs or you're banded at the wrists. Beautiful. Okay, we're ready to work. Our first exercise is 2 squats and 1 hip hinge, which is also called a deadlift. I'm gonna pick up my heavier weights for this. 2 squats, 1 deadlift. We'll do our first set with our feet hip width apart. Set up squat stance, shoulder blades back and down. Sink down into your heels. Give me 2 squats. Good, keep your chest up for this. And that's 2. Put the weight in front of the thighs, hinge at your hips, little bend in the knee, all the action at the hip, feel the stretch in the hammies, stand up, repeat this. 2 squats, good, very different from a hip hinge. Now, hands in front, your hip hinge, can you feel your hamstrings? 2, okay, 2 squats. Slow on the hip hinge, okay? Let's do it real slow. Is your back straight? Try not to hunch at all. Stand up, that's 3. 2 squats. And hinge. All the way up for 4. Keep going here. 2 squats, hinge. 5. Good. Up and down. Twice. Now lean over, hinge over, push your bum back. 6. I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna hit 8. 7. Good. And last time through this little combination. And hinge. And that's 8. Nice work. Okay. Now we're gonna pick up lighter weights and we're gonna do some back flies. We're gonna play with 3 different positions of the wrist. We'll go 5 reps of each position. This is for your back. So regular fly has the wrist facing together. Hinge at your hips with a long spine. Wrists are facing. Open up your arms, stay here for a sec. Can you feel your shoulder blades pull down your back, stick out your chest? And return 1. Good. Fly for 2. I want you to get a good squeeze in that back. Right here. 3. Good. And you know it's too heavy if you can't control and hold. 4. And 5. Okay, let's supinate the grip. So we'll put the palms up. And as you open, it's the thumb that's driving back. 1. And 2. You feel a little bit of bicep here as well. 3, but keep your focus in your back. 4, 5. Okay, we're switching the grip for 5 and we're gonna have knuckles to the ceiling. So as I pull my hands back, my pinky fingers are leading And I'm really feeling the back of the shoulder. 2, good. This is a lot of rear delt. 3, but still get the crack in the back. 4, and 15. Awesome, put that down. Shake your arms out a little bit. Our next exercise is to get into a sumo squat position and do an upright pull. So this action is a lot of shoulder, and then if I come back with my elbow, I get into my back. We're gonna do one arm at a time. The other arm's gonna hold out to the side. Okay, sumo is big, wide, inner thigh stretch. Don't let your knees fall in. Pick an arm, any arm, doesn't matter. We'll go 8 on each side. So come down, whatever your range of motion is. As you come up, upright pull. You got it. So we lead the elbow, and as we hit about shoulder height, pull the elbow back. 2, and 3. Lovely, good form. 4, good. Lead elbow, elbow back. 5, and 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's switch the hands. Bring the other arm out to the side. We're gonna add a toe pop at the top on this side, okay? So come on down, pull elbow, and as you're pulling the elbow, can you just pop on the toes for a second, flex out your calves? I know I'm asking you to think about a lot of areas here. Shoulders, calves, inner thighs. 2, you can handle it. 3, good. 4, lift your chin if you have any tension in your neck. 5, 6, and 2 more. 7, and there's our magical rep of 8. Okay, so we're doing good in the back, in the legs. We're gonna move to some chest, tricep, anterior delt focus with our chair push-up. If the chair's too low, you go to the sofa, you go to the wall. If you want your abs involved, you take a knee drive. Let's go opposite elbow to knee drive if you take that option, so we hit some obliques. So on your chair, might be a little bit of a close grip, so a lot of tricep happening. We're gonna come down, whatever your range of motion is, and if you're adding the obliques, you drop your hip, you twist, you pull knee to opposite elbow, and we'll hit both, and then we'll push. We're gonna do 10. If you opt not to knee drive, you're gonna get through your 10 a lot faster. Good. And then maybe you'll choose to do 15. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you'll choose to take a rest and a stretch. That's good too. Breathe. To get the knee to touch the elbow, you gotta drop that hip. Good. Keep going. I'm at 6. Moving slow with control. I'm at 7. Everybody go 3 more. Go 3, 3, 3 more. That's 3. Let's check this form. Exhaling, breathing, keeping your abs tight. Don't let the low back drop down when you drop your chest down. I want you to really think about keeping the abs tight as the body lowers. Awesome. Knee drives. Okay, and then once you've taken your 10 or your 15 there, whatever you chose to do, we're gonna get back into some shoulder. We're gonna do some lateral raises in tandem stance. So I'm gonna go for the lights. And you're gonna stand on a line, okay, which is actually pretty tricky. If you have a balance beam and you wanna get on your beam, you can do that. And we're just gonna go straight arm raise, right out to the side. You got it. They come out, 2, we isolate the shoulders, 3, 4, good, about shoulder height, 5, need to go any higher than that. 6, 7, 8. Step the other foot in front. Let's go 8 more. Keep your chest up. 1, 2. Good, nice and slow on the way down. 3, 4, 5. Looking good. 3 more. 6, 7. And that'll do. Okay. 16 lateral raises. We have a jump before we repeat our circuit. I want to show you today, if you feel confident with a half turn, we're going to half turn to the left, turn back, half turn to the right, turn back. If you have any concerns about twisting a knee in turning process, then I want you to jump on the spot instead. Okay? We're going to turn to the left and back 4 times. Turn to the right and back 4 times. If you're jumping on the spot, I want you to keep jumping until we're done the turning jumps. Everybody, sink, turn left, turn back. 1, left and back. 2, left and back. 3, left and back. 4, turn right and back. 1, 2, whoa, 3, and back, 4. Okay, that's hard. Take a little walk, and we'll start again. Like ninjas, turning like ninjas. Okay, the squat and the hip hinge is strong. I know you guys have 20-pound dumbbells at home. I've seen it, I've heard about it. It's a great move to go heavy, double hold if you want to. Feet are hip width, chest is up, arms are engaged. Okay, 2 squats. 1, 2, hip hinge, slow. Feel a stretch, use your hamstrings and bum, stand up. There's 1 round. 2 squats. Push your butt back, imagine you're going to touch the wall behind you. Stand up, 2. 2 squats. Slow hip hinge, let's go slow, find the stretch, find the stretch. Up for 3. Good. I like changing the pace there on that exercise. It ensures you don't do it thoughtlessly and hunch. 4. 2 squats, hinge slow. 5. 3 more rounds. Keep your chest up on the squatting. We tip over for the hinge. 6. 2 squats, chest up. Hinge, slow. Hands are close to the shins. Boom, 7. 1 more round. 1, 2, hinge, 8. Awesome. Okay. A little bit lighter. We're in our back and we're flying. 5 reps in each position, 3 positions. Wrists facing, bend the knees, push the hips back, get a long spine. The more I tip over, the more I'm going to feel this in my back. Fly. 1 and 2. Keep it out of your neck by putting your shoulder blades in your back pockets. 3, 4. There's 5. Let's go supinated. So flip so your palms are up. Drive your thumb behind you. 1. Always feel this a little bit lower in the back too. Notice how it changes the move. 4, 5. Okay, now we go knuckles forward, lead, pinky finger behind the body. 1, 2, 3. You're still sticking out that chest. 4, and there's 15. Awesome. Okay, a lot of shoulder today. So with our upright pull, you're choosing a weight that is challenging enough for the arm. We have 16 total reps for the legs and 8 in the back of the shoulder and the upper back for the arm. Everybody set in sumo. How wide can you go? Sink, pull, pull back. 1. Good. We'll keep the heels down for the first 8. 2. Beautiful. 3. Let's get that stretch in the inner thighs. Push your knees out. 4. Good. 5. A little bit of a shrug happening in the shoulders. You're going to feel your traps. 6. 7. 8. Okay, we'll switch. Set that other arm up. Sink low. Pull and pop on the toes. A little balance challenge right there as well. Flex your calves. 2. You got this. 3. And 4. 5. 3 more. Let's get real low in these squats. You should feel nice and stretchy. 6. Drop your bum down. 7. And 8. Awesome. Okay, chest. Chest, triceps. Adding knee drives if you wish. Same exercise. About 10. More if you don't feel tired. I want you thinking about feeling your chest, your triceps, and your core on the twisting knee drive. So set up strong. When we get here, shoulders over wrist, think about your tuck in your belly. So hip bones tuck to the bottom of the ribs. Now to the push-up. Come up, hip drops, knee drives. 1 and 2. Second push-up. Exhale. Exhale. Third push-up. Keep counting. 4. Looking good. 5. Good. Try not to shrug your shoulders on your push-up. Think about keeping your shoulder blades on your back. There's a lot going on here. I'm at 7. You guys have 3 to go. Keep going. Keep going. Look a little bit forward. Always look a little bit forward. Finish your 10. Yeah, and keep those hips lifted. I know it's hard. Don't come down as far if you slope the low back. Awesome, yeah, and the wrists after. This guy's nice. Backs of the hands together, rotating and rotating. Rotating and rotating. Okay, so 2 more exercises standing. We got lateral raises in tandem stance, or we're gonna hold lunge on a line. I'm gonna give you that as an option, and then we jump. So choose to be here, 8 and 8. We'll switch legs at 8, or stay on your line and choose to be here, fired up and holding in the legs. Leave that up to you. I'm gonna hold the lunge on a line. Everybody, straight arm, lateral raise, knuckles to the ceiling, eyes locked. 2, 3, 4, good. 5, pause at the top. Are your arms nice and straight? 6, if it bugs the elbow, go ahead, bend it. 7, 8. If you're on a line or you're tandem stancing, we switch. Stay on your line if you're in the lunge. Let's go 8 more. Chin up, pause. 2. Can you feel the side shoulders contract? 3. My shoulders feel a little shaky at this point. 4. 5. Got a bigger heart rate down here. 6. Good. 7. And there's 8. Nice work. Nice work. Okay, one more heart blaster before we hit the mat. We got a hip theme going on. It's going to continue on the mat. Jump, turn, half turns, or jump on the spot And if that's not fun and you want to do some chair squats, that always works. I'm going to jump right 4 times, then left, just to change. Everybody ready? Sink, jump, turn, 1, and back, 2, and back, 3, and back, 4, and back. Let's go jump the other way. 1, 2, 3, 1 more. Oh, that's good. Gotta use the arms a little bit for that. We'll try full circles next time, maybe. Okay, nice job. Come on down to the mat into tabletop, where we will continue to get some hip work. All right. So as soon as you come into your tabletop, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, cat-cow the spine. So let's take your inhale, lift your tail, lift your head, take your exhale, round. Just till everyone's all together, we'll do a few of these. Good, exhale. One more time. And a nice big exhale. Okay, if your wrists bother you here, try being on your knuckles, pushing your thumb down, or grab a pair of dumbbells and hold onto the dumbbells so you're in neutral. Left leg is going to lift out to the side of the body. And we have a bend in the knee. We're going to do 5, and I want you to take a look and just see where the leg gets on this left side. 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to do 5 more, but we're going to try to kick out when it comes up. So it comes up to here, it's bent. Can you kick it, bend it, drop it? 1. Lift, kick, drop. 2. Lift, kick. 3. When you kick, do you drop or does it stay there? 4. Does it keep the height? And kick. And 5. Okay, now take this leg out to the side, same leg, got my left leg, come up into this gate pose position, big reach, and a reach over the leg. We'll just give it a moment here, a little stretch, and we're gonna try 10 leg lifts to the side with this left leg straight. So if we come back into our table, really tighten up through your stomach. Let's see if this leg will come up and down. And even if it lifts a little bit, and we'll go 10. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tighten up the belly. And 10, send it back. If you can sit on your shins for a moment, go ahead, sit on the shins. If that bothers the knees, just stay here and kneeling. Maybe take a little bit of a lean back. Okay, if you can stretch your thighs here, we stretch here. All right, we go to the other side. We're gonna do all of that now into the right hip. So you're in your tabletop. Let's get into tabletop. Let's begin with 5 bent leg lifts to the side on this right leg. Take a look at it and watch the height. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, it's to the side, right? To the side of the body. Now we bring it up and we try a kick out. 1, and as the leg extends, do you have to drop down at the hip or can it stay? Just noticing that. And 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, we're gonna come into the gate pose. So the right leg's gonna come out to the side of the body now. You're just gonna take a moment here. Wicked stretch. Can you even off your hips? Maybe take a big reach over the top of the head and then lean yourself over your right leg. This left arm's just coming over your head. And you're breathing. Okay. We come back and we go 10 straight leg lifts to the side. You might just get off the ground ½ an inch and that's okay. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Let's control the way down. 5. I know you want to drop it. I want you to control it down. And I think that might have been 11. It's okay, we did a warm-up one on the other side. Okay, nice job. That's it for the hips today. That was enough. Let's come down onto the belly. Let's do some cobras. So repeated cobra. Tops of the feet are gonna glue to the floor. So imagine your feet are glued, they're not lifting off. The hands, if they can be by the chest with the elbows hugging in, and then look at your neck and your shoulders. Can your shoulders pull down and your chin tucks in? Now as you breathe in, you bring your chest up a little bit, and I'm gonna get you to push the hands down just a bit, enough that you feel some tricep, and then exhale, lower. Inhale, rise and pause. Pull the shoulder blades down. Exhale, lower. 2, that's the tempo. Come up, pause, pull the shoulder blades down. 3. So I feel a few things. As I come up here and I pull my shoulder blades down, I feel my lats flex. 4. And inhale, come up. If you push the palms down a little, you feel a little bit of tricep activation. 5, we go 5 more like this. 6. Good, inhale. 7. Inhale. 8. Good. Pause long enough to wake up these muscles. 9. And that's 10. Okay, so let's scooch into the Sphinx. So we got the elbows underneath. We're kind of propped up. We can push them away a little bit so you're not in a big deep back bend. Can you push your hip bones down and your hip flexors down and your thighs down? Bend your knees and then just let your ankles cross. Good, you're really trying to pull your chest through and push your hip bones down, hip flexors down, thighs down. Good job. We're gonna do those cobras worked into that back extension. We're gonna do 10 more back extensions, but I want you to try it with your knuckles together in the lower back. So you get a shoulder stretch when you do this. So once again, we're gonna extend the legs. I'm gonna take my fists and push my knuckles together in my low back. Notice here if the shoulders allow the elbows to drop down towards the floor. It might feel tighter on one side than the other. And then as you breathe in, you bring your chest up, and let's also lift the elbows up a little bit and the legs. And then we'll drop everything down. Drop the chest, the legs, the elbows towards the floor. Inhale, come up, lift everything. 2. Good. I might lose you here on our second set of back extensions. 3. And if I do, you really have worked everything today. We did great. 4. If you want to flip onto your back and do some crunches or leg raises, 5, to really isolate stomach, you can do that. 6, or just have a nice stretch and call it a day, because you've done great. 7, good, 3 more like this. 8, and we're coming up. 9, and we have 1 more. And that's 10. Okay, so we'll let this go. Slide the hands back, peel off. Take a child's pose for a moment. Let's give the back a rounded back position. Nice big breath. And I'm going to flip us over for a little bit of bound angle crunch. And maybe we'll get a few of those in before we finish. So bound angle is soles of the feet together, knees out, inner thighs stretch. We come down onto the back. Draw that belly button in, lower back down, supporting the weight of the head, but not pulling on it, elbows out to the side. When you're ready, we exhale, we lift. Inhale, come down. Let's do 15. Good. 3. Nice pause right here. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Good. 9. 10. If it helps you to connect, one hand is here. 11. And you're flexing. 4. 5. Good. And, oops, I think I did a few extra. I said 15. So take a moment here, rest your head down, take a big stretch. You can kind of move these legs around. Before we finish, I'm going to do a second set of these, and I'm going to try to float my feet off the ground for them. So we have done them like this before, get a bit of a rest in between, and then we'll go straight into second set of 15 with, can you float your feet here? Push your feet together, float your feet, exhale, lift your chest, flex. 1, 2, and if that just feels like too much, put your feet down. 3, let's hit this. 15, 4, good, nice and strong. 5, 6, 7, good, you're not pulling your head. 8, supporting it. 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 14, and we done. Amazing. Take the knees into the belly this time. Let's rock from side to side and just stretch the low back. Nice work. All right, if you are okay to rock and roll the length of the spine, we'll hold behind the knees and we'll do a few rocks. So we'll hold here, strong in the belly, come up and come down. If that feels unsafe in your back, just roll on your side. Take a moment sitting up. If you're okay rocking, we'll rock and we'll come up and we'll come into this wide angle. Get a little bit of an inner thigh hamstring stretch. Maybe propping up, lifting your chest. And breathe. Okay, come forward if you can keep your back nice and long. And just feel that in the hamstrings. Okay, let's sit back here. Cross your right knee over, your right ankle over your left knee, and just take a hip. We'll go figure 4 hip because we did a lot of hip today. Just give yourself a moment here. Rocking from side to side, and we'll see how that feels on the other side, crossing the ankle. Okay, maybe bringing this back leg in a little bit closer if you can, and moving into this rocking motion, relaxing and breathing. Now we'll come up from the floor. And I'm going to come up through that low squat. You go ahead and flip around for downward dog if that's a better position. And we'll get a little bit more of a stretch here. If you're in down dog, it's hammy stretch. If you're in low squat, you're pushing out these knees, feeling that into the hips a bit more and the ankles. And we're going to move to forward fold. Okay, we'll pull the stomach muscles in and we'll roll up nice and slow, rolling. Good, getting one more big overhead. So interlace your fingers, take that big stretch. And leaning and leaning. Nice work, everyone. Hope everybody has a really nice long weekend. And we'll see you next week.